What's happening, everybody? It's me, your resident supervillain, Mr. J. Washington, here for this hashtag show. And I got a special brother you see I'm talking to, man. He's the former half of the IWGP Tag Team Champions, man. This man is one of the founding members of the Bullet Club. You know what I'm saying? That's OG status. We see so many Bullet Club shirts, but he's one of the originals. The man was a hustler to the point he was selling bootleg Bullet Club shirts on the side, and that one spot my heart when I heard that. Y'all see him, man. The good bad guy, Tama Tonga in the building. What's happening, bro?
Yo, what's up, man? How you doing? Thank you for having me. First of all,
hey, bro, man, listen. Thank you for doing this. Again, we are all in this crazy ass time. Which let me ask that, get that out the way. How are you dealing with everything that's going on? Because I know you in Florida.
Yeah,
and like America is the Florida of the world, but you're in Florida. So, like, you know what I'm saying?
Man, Florida tripping, bro. I've been staying my ass in the house with my family, man. Just trying to deal with it, just like everybody else. Try to keep your mind occupied, trying to center myself. You know, I got kids. One born at the beginning of the pandemic, and I've just been, you know how the entertainment business is always traveling. So this time has been a real blessing for me to have time with my daughter growing up. So it's been great, man. Family time. There's a lighting and all this. So it's adjusting just like everybody else. But I try to look at the positives, you know.
That's what's up. You got to, man. I see you got a chance to, throughout all this, start Thomas Island, start the podcast, because that's what everybody does. They're like, yo, I got time. I'm going to let people hear my thoughts, man. You know what I'm saying? And how's that been going so far?
Very good. Very good. You know, it's a nice bridge to connect with the fans in a different kind of way that I'm used to as a pro wrestler. So, and it's getting deep, man. It's getting real deep. So not only the podcast, the piano, you're actually talking one-on-ones with everybody and get their insight on pro wrestling, their views, their perspective. So it's been great, man. Real, how do you say, enlightening.
And I think that's one of the main things I wanted to come out the gate before the podcast to ask you about your thoughts on this business that we love called pro wrestling as a whole. Like throughout this pandemic, we've seen the major companies start off with empty arena shows, and now we're seeing some companies start bringing fans back. We see the WWE using developmental talent, which I still think is hella weird. I really think that's me personally, because I'm like, if I got to see you on NXT, but then see you in the crowd, but at the same time AEW does it. But then we see a lot of these promotions are trying to do that empty arena feel to give people something of the product. What do you think about that?
It's all right, man. They got to do what they got to do. And am I a fan of it? Not really. You see, we kind of been shut down like New Japan, ROH. We've been shut down during this whole deal, and I'm thankful for it because they care about not only the fans, but they care about their roster, their talents. So I'm just real proud of how New Japan has handled the whole situation, and we just do our shit different. Our style is different, man.
And that's how it's got it. But see, you know what? Ain't nothing bad about that. Ain't nothing bad about that. I think having your originality and having your essence has been a thing that's missing a lot in this business. You know what I'm saying? You've been around a while. I've been doing the indies a while and knowing people, but you see how people always try to emulate one different style instead of being original and unique to themselves. And I had my qualms against the empty arena shows, but then I remember when you go back to training, how you got to do the matches where ain't nobody there but people you just training with. You know what I'm saying? And they quiet. They just watching. You know what I'm saying? So it's that similar feel, but I kind of get it, especially when you hit that bigger stage and that bigger platform, man. So let me ask you another question.
Japan's kind of different though, because if in Japan,
they're quiet naturally. They're quiet naturally.
So to us, just another day.
I mean, that's true. There's respect. They're giving you respect to the art. Which I wish people would understand. It's respect for the game, but that's a whole nother discussion, bro. We would have for a very long ass time talking about respect. Look, everybody throughout this pandemic has been starting different things through the quarantine. You started the podcast, but one of the biggest questions I feel I need to ask you: what you binging on, man? What you binge watching? Because everybody been binge watching stuff.
Man, I went back and my wife and I went back and started. Oh shoot, man! I've been going blank lately. The one on TMC and whatever, the meth dealer, the teacher that went Breaking Bad. We went back to the beginning and started the whole thing all over again. Came back. watch that. Netflix, what was it? Some Viking shows. I've been jumping around, but Breaking Bad has been the one that we went back and just redid the whole thing over again.
Bro, I went and rewatched season 2 of Daredevil just to rewatch the introduction of John Bernthal as the Punisher.
Yeah.
Then rewatch season 1 of the Punisher. Man, I just was like, yo, let me just watch everything. Because I just was like, because I didn't know you got the time. Like there were so many shows people were like, yo, Jay, you gotta watch this, you gotta watch that. I was like, man, I ain't got the time. Now I ain't got an excuse. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got an excuse. So I caught up with all of that, man. I feel like, you know, I feel like I can watch certain things. I've been starting to catch up on more anime. Like I used to be in anime, but all my homies they into it big now. And so I was like, all right. And it was this joint called Hunter x Hunter. You gotta watch it. I'm telling you.
Okay.
It's gonna get you, bro. Because it's like once you think you know what stuff going, it changes. The game changes.
I like that.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what's dope about that. I'm gonna ask you a couple fans, they sent me some questions to ask you.
Okay.
I told them they better make it good because I told you earlier before we started recording, I'm not finna ask you none of the foo basic stuff that everybody want to ask. So this is a question that actually struck me as interesting because of the relationship these companies had. And somebody said, if or when will your stateside fans potentially see you and your brother in AEW's tag team division?
Man, fuck it, man. Come on.
Hey, that's what they asked, bro.
Man, I don't know. You know, we're still on that page where we still got to see what AEW is all about. What they been up 1 year?
Yeah, about a year.
Not even a year, is it? This is the first year, isn't it?
It's coming up on the year. Matter of fact, it's coming up on the year.
It's coming up on a year. So let's see what they're all about first. Let's see how far they go before, you know, New Japan is we got both roots in the ground with CMLL. You know, that's a long time business.
Yeah.
All these little fast track, fast ass companies coming up. Let's see what you're about first before we dive into all that. You know?
Okay, bad. Yeah. I like the way you said that because now I realize we can talk. Here's my thing with AEW. I congratulate the guys for being able to do it. You know what I'm saying? I congratulate them and for reaching out and reaching back to talent that don't get the chance to be on the platform. But I don't know if we would call it fast track. I mean, again, when we see something like that, because look, everybody knew just TNA was going to be it. And then TNA started when they were Impact, were bringing in all the old WWE talent. And everybody was like, yo, what are y'all doing? So, I mean, do you see AEW as something that could have a future, or could them bringing X talent in instead of developing home stars be something that'd be detrimental to them?
Ooh, we getting deep there. Okay.
Yeah, hey, I told you we weren't going to play no games.
The way I see it, you know, any entrepreneur, anybody who wants to start a business, man, 2 years. You got to run 2 years before you start, you know, get your roots planted before you see something. And if they ask me that in 2-3 years,
okay,
and you know, it's too soon. It's too soon to make all these, you know, these
predictions and assumptions.
Yeah, assumptions, you know, and I give them props. I give them props for what they started. It's great. It's great for the business for now. And, you know, if the situation sucks, but they're pushing through it and they're making their voice heard. And that's great. But we'll see. Let's see it down the line. Let's see what you're all about first. And then we'll talk business.
And that's what I love about talking to you. And like I said, watching the interviews and everything, because you get a lot of guys, if I ask that question, they'll shy back from it and be like, I don't want to say the wrong thing. I want you to speak what's on your heart. And you did. And I appreciate that. But I just, you know, it's going to take 2 years. And I know a lot of people will say because of the current situation, it may have stalled them, but I don't see a stall. I mean, I've seen the honeymoon phase die out, if that's a thing.
Yo, that's motherfucking life.
Yeah.
Know, that's if you started a candy business and this thing hit, what are you gonna say? Because that's just life. That's anybody. You're gonna if you can adapt. You're brave enough to start a business. Let's see how you go from here. You know, dealing with all the situations that's gonna come at you, life shit, world shit, economy shit, all kinds of shit. Let's see how it goes. And If you get pulled out off, props. And I got, always love from here. I ain't got no hate for nobody.
Yeah.
Good luck with that, and that's it. That's all my piece on it,
Oh, that's what's up. I want to ask you about your thoughts on how, when you came into the business, how did you perceive it? Again, those who already know your father, legendary Haku. When you say you want to go into this business, what are your thoughts? You want to be just like Pops, or did you already know the path you wanted to go?
Nah, man. Nah. When I came into this business, it was about making money. And I was, how I was going to get that and how I was going to go. I was 27 years old, so I thought I was too late in the game. Everybody else, I came into the training, everybody was 18, 19, so I thought I was behind in career. So I was like, man, I got to focus, got strapped down. The purpose of it is to make money to provide for my family. And so I got to go. So, I wasn't thinking, I want to be this superstar. I was like, how do I do this? Pop. And my pop was always that kind of guy. He kayfabed me, our whole entire family, growing up in this business, because the way he looked at it was a way to put food on the table. He always said that to us. He always did it like that. His work, he gets up, it's 9 to 5, however that time he's put in to provide for family. He didn't look at it to try to be a superstar. He didn't look at it was just, to feed his family. So that taught to us at a very young age how to look at this entertainment business. So once I came in, I was like, all right, here we go. This is what we're going to do. I felt I was too old. I was like, I'm 27 years old. I got to do this. Is it a now or never? I can't bullshit around. I can't do all this fuckery or all this shit. So I got to put this straight forward.
I'm glad you said that, because a lot of people, we're going to keep it A1. We've been keeping it A100. We're going to keep it real. A lot of people think, oh, well, he Haku's son. People will give him the fast track, and not knowing you still got to put this work in.
And I'm gonna quiet that out though, real quick. I ain't get picked up. I got declined by WWE 3 times. My brother got picked up. We went and tried out. My brother got picked up. Yeah, what they don't understand is I'm the adopted son, right? So I don't think that I got freebies and shit. I still put in that work. I'll still outdo anybody that get in that ring with me. I'll still outdo at the gym. I'll still get up earlier than you and outdo you. Y'all gotta understand the work ethics that was put into this to get to where I am. So anybody who talks that nonsense, y'all can eat it.
I'm with it. All right, let's talk about why we here. NJPW Strong.
That's right.
You already beat out Brody King first round.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's you and David Finley, and y'all got history already.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm saying, what's your thoughts going into this, man? Because it's building up something great. I love what NJPW USA is doing and the way they're building this up for the people stateside. So what's your thought? You semifinals, man. You almost one step closer.
Yeah, I got respect for Finley. We kind of share the same parallel story. His father's in this game. His family. He's a wrestling family. He did some time before he came out to New Japan, and when he came into New Japan, he came out with the New Japan dojo system. So and now he's tagging. Him and Juice were IWGP tag team champs. So we have the similarity, and I have respect for that. And when we go with 1-on-1, there's that mutual respect, I feel. And shit, all he's got on me is age. He's younger than me, but that don't mean I got that's it.
You gotta have that killer instinct more so. The age don't mean nothing. Let me tell you something. I'm sitting here remembering, because again, like I told you, I took a minute out the game, stand up and acting and all this other shit, of course, because like I said, it make more money than the indie scene. If you don't believe me, try to join independent wrestling and think you're gonna make money. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? So I started doing that, but then I got back. I've been getting back in the ring and I've been training. And when I train, I'm training with a lot of younger guys. Yeah. And so like I'm gonna play the dummy, like I don't know a lot of stuff. I know stuff and I want to rehash the lessons, but you get the younger guys come in, oh, you don't know this. I'm like, first of all, I know how to tell a story in a match. That's something most of y'all don't do. You know what I'm saying? I still have that. I was always brought up with that old school, we're telling a story in the ring. This dance is telling a story. And we can have some spots that are hot spots, but the match ain't all hot spots because that's not telling a story.
Right.
People forget that. So when it comes to this story that you and Finley are telling, again, you and your brother lost the tag straps to him and Juice. And so now for it to come into this realm and go down, first of all, how does it feel being back in the ring? That's the best part to ask.
Yeah, it is. I had to, knock off a little ring rust there with Brody. He knocked it out of me real quick. But that, that now we're getting the juices flowing again. it's good, man. It's good to get active and get physical again, and you know, got to give the brain a little rest, a little bit from all this podcasting.
Hey man, you got to remember about them bumps. You know what I'm saying? You take that time out the ring, take that first bump, your body is like, oh, so we're doing this again.
Back.
we back. Oh, when you hit them ropes for that first time, you remember, you like, oh, this that feeling when you dig into them joints, man. Listen, I had another question that I got asked, and I was like, yeah, we're gonna ask this question because this shit went viral.
Yeah.
Why you shaved, dog? Bro, you went viral.
Hey, it's 2020. You don't know what you're gonna get in the corner, bro. You gonna turn every corner. We get something new. I might as well just add to it, you know. So 2020 is a hell of a drug, bro.
Bro, all of a sudden I see memes of you and Troy Polamalu and everybody. I'm like, who? I looked up when I saw it. I almost tweeted about you, and I was like, who hurt Tama in the process that he was like, fuck it, I'm shaving everything. Bro, I was like, what? It was just a decision like, yo, I'm gonna just do something different, or
you know, a lot of time home, and I'm like, man, you know, the stretch that I ran that first 10 years I was in Japan, I ran it, and I'm like, I feel like this was just a midway point of evolving. And when I go back to Japan, I just feel like all this time off. It's like a long time off. You got to come back. What's new? And then I was like, well, the beard's coming off, and then I got to come in with a new arsenal, new style. It's a rebirth. I feel like everything just got reset right now, and I'm just a part of that. That's what I feel.
Speaking of the reset, which is a great thing, what type of what type of styles would you say you may have added to your repertoire as opposed to what you've already had? Because again, a rebirth, a retraining of the mind, adding new things. If I'm coming back, when we come back, I'm gonna be a different Tama. How is that?
Well, you got to join in. You got to come in at NJPW Strong to see that style. You know, you got to come in and see that style because it's building. That's what's up.
That's what's up, man. I think I want to ask you one more thing, and we talked about it earlier when I introduced you. One of the founding members of the Bullet Club. I think the Bullet Club has been one of those things that has transcended pro wrestling. You can see so many Bullet Club t-shirts, let alone variations of the Bullet Club t-shirts. When you see those, if you're just out and about and you see either a Bullet Club shirt or a variation of a Bullet Club shirt, what's your thought process?
Shit, we ain't done yet. We ain't done yet. That's it. This is all honesty. I'm gonna shoot it real. Everybody keeps asking me, you know, when you started Bullet Club, did you think this is where it was gonna be? Did you know that this would? And I was like, no, I thought more. I don't feel like we're there yet. I really don't. And I'll keep saying that. And I've said that now for 7 years since Bullet Club. I don't think we're there yet. And you can see it. We get in guys, we rise, they leave, we dip, we build the other stars, we rise even higher, they leave, we dip, we bring in other guys, we build. Y'all haven't seen nothing yet. We ain't there.
I mean, you ain't lying though. That's the thing too. It'd be a different story if you were saying something that I'd be like, nah. But then you think about it. People leave. Of course, there's gonna be that dip. But then you build new people, and then now you back on track.
Yeah.
Hey man, I can't wait to see what you guys keep doing. I'm be honest with you. It was a point one time. We shooting the shit. I'm keeping it at 100. I was like, why is all these goddamn Bullet Club shirts? But then I had to think about it again as much as we're workers and performers and entertainers in that ring. We're businessmen and women. And it's a part of growing the business. And like you said earlier, making that money. And that's what this is doing. When I saw Bullet Club shirts and Hot Topic, I was like, I don't care what nobody, they winning with it. Because again, you got to be able to have something that people think, yo, this is marketable and this works out monetarily for everybody. And that's what it did.
Oh yeah, 100%, man. The people that we have in there, we look for. We always had guys that are hungry. We always had guys that are they're like, you know, not. We did it without mainstream. That's what I'm proud of. Without mainstream, we had guys that were willing to push the envelope. You know, the beginning with us 4 foreigners in Japan was just unique already. A stable like that to cheat, and it was like everybody in Japan was like, "What the hell are they doing? Push it." Then the Bucks came in. The Bucks showed us a whole different way of like. Bucks and Gallows, they showed us how to hustle, and I was like, holy shit. Took that, evolved that, and keep moving. Kenny Omega, I mean, every guy that we're bringing in, it's just a constant evolution of guys that are willing to push and keep pushing and push. That they have this fire, this drive in them, and I think that we're keen to find those kind of people to bring into the club to keep pushing. And that's why 7 years strong, no faction has ever stayed in that path, and just keep climbing and just keep going. No, I don't.
Hey, man. And it's something, because I heard you speak on this in a previous interview when you talked about how Gallows Anderson taught y'all to hustle and taught you to hustle. And people don't realize that hustle is something that's real. People can say they're gonna hustle, they got the drive, they got the ambition, but unless you enact on it and know exactly what to do with it, then it becomes stale. It don't nothing happen, man.
Yeah.
But I know you got a busy day. I know a bunch of people trying to get at you. So other matches that they can catch this Friday on NJPW Strong over on NJPW World. Jeff Cobb versus Kenta. That's going to be a hard hitter right there, boy. Man, look, tell you something. Let me tell you something. I have a rule. Like, you want to hit, let's hit. Let's go. But if my jaw is stinging towards the middle of this match, we need to talk. Like, it's gonna be some rest hold. Like, one of us gonna calm the fuck down, okay? Because if not, it's gonna be. Bro, I'll tell you a quick story. So I was working at IW Mid-South back in the day with Ian Rodden, and I remember when Ian had brought in some of Inoki's students, and Ian was like, "Come here, Jay, I'm gonna do something with these forearms," and I was like, what, man." Man, one pop. I'd been like 4-5 years in the business by then.
Yeah.
One pop me, bro. I was like, this ain't the shit I want to do for the rest of my life. Because I never felt something like that again. I wasn't lifting. I wasn't in the gym like that. And I didn't understand that the Japanese strong style was a real thing.
Bro. Yo, real quick.
Yeah.
Iizuka and it used to come out with the iron.
Yeah.
Is, man, when I first got to Japan in 2010, man, I had a match with him, and I didn't know about strong style. I thought it was just still, a word. I turned around and he said, "Pop!" He slapped me so hard I chipped my tooth, my whole front tooth. That shit flew out. I saw it fly, bro, and I was like, "Oh!" And I was first taste of strong style, and I said, "Okay," and then the rest was history.
I think it will. You see your tooth go out your mouth in slow fucking motion. You like, oh, okay, like it changes everything. Yeah. Other matches: TJP, ACH, and Alex Zane versus PJ Black, Blake Christian, and Mysterioso, as well as I've just pulled it up, and then I wrote horrible. Clark Connors and Jordan Clearwater versus Logan Regal and Barrett Brown. All of these are this Friday on NJPW World, 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 Central, 7 Pacific. Check out NJPW Strong and this man right here, Tama Tonga, going 1-on-1 with David Finley in the semifinals, man. All the best of luck to you, brother. I hope nothing but the best. Keep rocking. Keep staying A100 more than anything else in this biz.
Thank you very much.
Keep staying A100, man. Like, I don't give a shit. Like, you get signed to every single company. Just stay you, bro. Real talk. Because that's what matters at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate you taking the time out, man. Tell the people how they can reach you, how they can get in touch with you. Check out Thomas Island and everything.
Yo, check us out. I got a Thomas Island podcast on all major platforms. Check it out on your podcast platforms. You can join us on patreon.com/Thomas Island. You can go 1-on-1 with me right now. Ask questions, anything you like, man. Want to get virtually slapped? Come on, patreon.com/Thomas Island. All right. Thank you very much, brother, man. Appreciate you having me on here, man. I really enjoyed this one.
Hey, man, this was dope, man. We will holler at y'all later. Take care. We out. Bye.